The situations portrayed in this program are very dangerous. They have been performed by trained professionals in order to replicate worst-case scenarios of real-life hazards. Viewers should not, under any circumstances, attempt to replicate any of the situations presented in the program. Lurking behind your walls is an infestation that could lay waste to your dream home. These creatures cause more than $1 billion in property damage every year. And you may not know it's happening until it's too late. They're silent, they breed quickly, and they're adorable.
They are pretty cute. But let's not forget that these bunnies are actually vermin, and that even though you might have them as a pet, they can also sneak into your house through cracks, get behind your walls.
What would happen if these bunnies ran loose in a home?
Once they get comfortable behind your walls, there are two things they like to do. The first is, we know what rabbits like to do. Each litter can produce 10 new rabbits, and the average female can breed up to 12 times a year.
You have 4 bunnies, they can create 80 bunnies within 4 months. I mean, these guys go at it.
Besides making more bunnies, there's another thing they do nonstop. They chew. Because their teeth never stop growing throughout their lives, they must constantly gnaw to keep them filed down. One of their favorite things to munch on? Electrical wiring, like the kind found behind your walls.
Every year, it's rabbits that are blamed for triggering thousands of infernos.
To show how this can happen, the Hazard team has set up an experiment to replicate the perfect conditions for a hare-triggered house fire.
This is a typical situation behind most walls. You have insulation, you have sawdust left over from construction, and you have the wiring. Bunnies get behind the wall. They chew on the wire, wire creates a spark. Spark catches on all of this flammable material that's down here, house goes up before you even know it.
Can we put more than a couple in?
Yeah.
You free little guy.
Cue the infestation. To ensure the bunny's safety, the team has turned off the power to the wires because it's not the electricity itself that attracts the chewing. Rabbits are drawn to the material that coats the wiring behind your walls. When they chew through that, it exposes the copper that conducts electricity. If 2 exposed wires are close enough together, the current can arc, sparking a fire behind the wall. And you may not notice until it's too late.
This is gonna take forever.
You can lead a rabbit to a wire, but you can't necessarily make it bite.
Other than them being ridiculously cute, not a whole lot is happening.
With no cooperation coming from their furry friends, the team needs to rethink their experiment. The team wants to show what could happen if a family of rabbits made lunch out of the electrical system. So far, the rabbits have been less than hungry.
Other than them being ridiculously cute, not a whole lot is happening.
They know that rabbits do chew wires. They're just not chewing these wires. So, Francesca has found a way to make them a bit more enticing.
Rabbit's favorite, carrot juice.
Animal lovers, please note, these wires have no electricity running through them. Yet. Many wires now come with the soy-based coating that rabbits love. Soy-based building products are so popular that 3.4 billion pounds are installed annually. They can be found in your walls, your home electronics, even your car.
They're trying to find something hard to chew on.
Since these wires appear to have a different coating, Francesca hopes the carrot juice does the trick.
Look at, they're all gathering around the wire with the carrot juice on it.
Yeah, that looks pretty tasty to them.
There's certainly a lot more interest, but none of our furry friends wants to be the first one to chomp down. Rabbits tend to eat just before dawn and right after sunset, so maybe they need a little mood lighting.
What if we took off, turned out the lights, give them some time?
Just see what happens if we leave them for a couple hours?
Yeah, maybe overnight.
Okay.
All right.
They're so cute.
Francesca, come on.
Good night, guys.
I don't want to disturb them, so I brought my infrared camera, which will let me see them in the dark. They're not doing a whole lot. Huddled together, and they're actually pretty relaxed. This isn't working. Guys, can we hit the lights? So putting the rabbits in there didn't do anything, and then leaving them overnight didn't do anything, so we gotta think of something else.
By the next morning, the team is sure that some progress has been made. After all, it's a proven fact that these critters love to chew on wires.
Doesn't seem to be doing much.
But, you know, for a while there, it looked really promising, but they seem to have just kind of settled in.
In reality, an infestation takes weeks or months before creating the conditions for an electrical fire. So, to speed things up, Brendan has a plan.
I got an idea. Let's get these stupid bunnies out of here. We'll put in some fake bunnies. I don't want any more cute furry bunnies. I'm not here for cute.
The team has been trying to get the rabbits to nibble on the wires behind the wall. So far, the rabbits haven't inflicted the damage necessary to cause a fire. Time for a change of strategy.
Let's get these stupid bunnies out of here. We'll put in some fake bunnies.
Besides, we don't want to harm any cute, fuzzy bunny rabbits.
Perfect.
Brendan has decided to enlist the services of a few mechanical stand-ins for the real rabbits. These stunt bunnies are great, but they can't do everything. Since they can't chew the wires, Brendan is making a few cuts to expose the wires behind the wall, just like a real rabbit would. The right conditions have finally been recreated. They've got chewed wires and plenty of debris behind the walls to act as kindling. A very real situation in many homes around the world. All that's left to do now is turn on the power.
I think it's fair to say that my friends were missing one important thing in this whole setup: patience. Had we left the bunnies in there for a little bit longer, without a question, they would have eaten through that wire. That being said, I'm kind of on board with them now, and I'm ready to blow this wall down. I think it's time.
Excellent. Are you guys ready?
We are so ready.
All right, Francesca, here we go.
The hazard team is about to show how an infestation of rabbits or any other gnawing vermin can pose incredible danger to your home. They've got frayed, chewed up wires and a lot of sawdust and debris behind the wall.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
The stunt bunnies are in position, ready to take the charge. All that's left to do is switch on the power.
All right, here we go.
Sparking. Oh, there it goes.
Perfect.
There we go. We've got a fire inside our wall.
The fire behind the wall is obviously going strong, but the greater hazard might be what can't be seen on the other side.
Nothing is going on this side.
Wouldn't know.
We know we've got a fire on this side, and we definitely have a hazard in our house, right?
Yeah.
However, we can't see it on this side. But you can see with the thermal imaging camera that you definitely have a fire going on. You can see the smoke and the fire on the other side of the wall, even though that when you're actually looking at it, doesn't look like anything.
The only thing that is giving us any sort of hint that there is a fire going on back here is the smoke that's coming out of that socket. Other than that, we would have no clue that there's a huge fire on the other side of this wall.
Your entire wall could be smoking and you wouldn't even know it.
It's an absolutely flammable situation. You have bunnies that get into the wall, nip through those wires, and it was a matter of minutes and that entire wall was burning from behind. The creepiest part was the fact that we could stand beside that wall and have no clue that there was a fire growing by the minute behind that wall.
By the time it does come through that drywall, it's too late.
It's too late.
You've lost your house.
To prevent this situation from happening in the first place, it's important to have your home checked regularly for pests.
Note to self, no vermin in the walls.
No rabbits.
No.
No rabbits in the walls.